Hello lovely people, it's Victoria. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So it's been a minute since I posted any longer form content, and I posted a video the other day and it was live for probably a minute, but I unlisted it and wanted to further edit it so that a clip I used was definitely fair use. Then I realized like how much I am conflicted on the topic I was talking about. It was Tana Mojo and also with Brooke Schofield. Like, there's so much to say about both of them, and I started this life update video that turned into me talking about these issues, and then I ended up like just feeling weird about like a lot of the stuff that I said of like, yeah, we'll get into it. Like, I've been meaning for a while to talk about the fact that I had a red pill phase my senior year of high school, and that I empathize with the situation that Brooke talked about as far as her racist tweets of being raised in a conservative environment and feeling like you need to please people, but I didn't resonate or believe the content of her tweets, especially regarding Trayvon Martin. I wanted to acknowledge the ways in which in the past I was just super ignorant due to my own privilege, that I would just regurgitate a lot of these things that I would hear on these commentary channels of, like, after the killing of Alton Sterling, this commentary channel was like, if a cop tells you not to move and you move, like, clearly things are going to escalate, and just kind of always the justification of the escalation in a lot of those circumstances. And I just didn't realize at the time like how systemic that is, and how just the cards are already stacked against them in so many ways in a lot of those scenarios. And there's so many circumstances out of their control, and there are so many situations that are similar or more aggressive with people of different race that you could point to and be like, you didn't choose to escalate it to that level in that situation, so that's weird. But then it's hard to judge like everything. It's a hard thing to talk about, but I've just had a lot to like think about with it. But like I've realized, I realized like a long time ago the level of ignorance to that, and I just never acknowledged it. I don't really think it's in much of my digital footprint because I deleted a lot of it, but also just, I mean, if for people that have that as part of their memory of me, I would just want them to know that like I acknowledged that a lot of the stuff that I said was really fucked up. And I would just be like really aggressive and try to like debate people where it didn't need to be debated. And I was like really pro-life and very just super outspoken about everything, and just always wanted an excuse to like talk about how outspoken I was. And I felt smart. I felt like I was educating myself. So I empathize with that part of her experience. But I also wanted to add in another thing, because I'm a big fan of Adam McIntyre, and Brooke keeps mentioning how grateful she is for everybody that's held her accountable. In the episode where she came back for the first time and spoke about it, and she's like, I can't say enough like how grateful I am that everyone has called me out and is holding me accountable. Meanwhile, Adam McIntyre, who I'm a big fan of, says that he and Brooke like followed each other or were just like cool until he made a video about the situation, which is his job because he's a commentary channel and talks about basically everything that he's aware of that happens on the internet. And that was a big deal when that happened. And Brooke, I personally haven't witnessed it because I've had Brooke blocked on Instagram for a while. Same with Tana, actually. Which is funny because I still choose to like watch their content. Again, for the frustration, the confusion. So I haven't personally witnessed it, but apparently Brooke has been following or unfollowing and blocking people that have made content about the situation or called her out in any way. I'm honestly, a big part of why I deleted, or not deleted, but like don't feel like I'm going to post the video I made is I was trying to be very like, this is how I feel, very definitive. I don't feel definitive, but I'm also like, I don't enjoy their content as much anymore. It is less fun to watch. Innocent Brain Candy, which honestly it shouldn't have even been in the first place, considering like I've fallen out of supporting Tana and stuff before, but I always just kind of come back to her as like a guilty pleasure influencer. But with the Tana's Angels situation, which I will talk about in a future video, and also, yeah, how that extends into the Alyssa Violet situation, which in a lot of ways I think they're both right and wrong in that situation, but the things about her text to Alyssa Violet and completely like twisting the narrative about Alyssa wanting to do OnlyFans or being curious about it. So that's fucked up. But so I have watched their recent episodes, and I honestly don't know if I'm going to continue watching because I'm frustrated with who I choose to continue to support, honestly. Like the people in those, when videos about problematic influencers or whatever, and the comments are like, we choose who we support, like stop supporting these people. It's like, I'm aware of that, but like I'm frustrated with who I choose to continue to watch, at least, even if I'm like not subscribed, whatever the allure of it, even though I morally disagree with a lot of what they've done. I don't have a ton of time, so I think I'm gonna do Tana in a future video, but just to kind of wrap up on Brooke real quick, because I watched the recent episode and she said something that really pissed me off, honestly. So I was a Patreon subscriber for a minute there for 1 month, and I saw some content about it, and she talked about this ex of hers, and I'm not gonna play the clips or anything, but I feel like it's fine for me to just say what was said, so I'm going to. Basically, okay, this is the lore as far as I know. Let me know if y'all are aware of anything different or anything that changed in this situation, but Brooke was in a non-exclusive relationship with someone for a year. She was really into him, and he was very honest, and she said that he was very honest, and she appreciated that about him. But he didn't want to be exclusive with her, and basically, like, she realized she wanted it, but she went along with the situation, and then she really, like, figured out that he was, like, texting another girl while he was with her and stuff. Honestly, it's shitty. It's super fucking shitty, and I would be her if she discovered that this dude was, like, texting this girl, like, what are we doing later? Like, I'm so bored here, which is fucked up, and that dude's an asshole for doing that. I'm not a subscriber anymore, and it was a minute ago that I saw this video, but I think she ultimately ended things because she kept getting hurt and, like, realized it wasn't what she wanted anymore. And then I guess he is now with that girl in an exclusive relationship, but she alluded to it in a recent episode. At least I'm pretty sure she alluded to it, and referenced him being under some whore and was like, sorry.
Because it was like,
because
literally,
he was laid up under some whore.
Right, exactly.
Sorry.
And honestly, that one was warranted. You ate with that one.
Loser.
I just want to say, like, it was shitty for him to text this girl while he was with Brooke, but, like, that was him doing something shitty. Yes, there's, like, he was open about not wanting to be exclusive with her, but there's still a level of respect that he didn't treat her with, and that's fucked up. But again, that's him doing something wrong. Literally, what did this girl do to you? What did this girl do to you? You guys weren't exclusive. You were together for a year, and he was very honest about being with other girls and not wanting to be exclusive with you, and you chose to continue it, and you acknowledge that, and you're like, I know that ultimately is my fault because I said I was okay with it. Why is the girl a whore? Genuine question. I've had something very similar happen to me. I wasn't with the person for a year, to be fair. A year is a long time, but I had a very brief, like, friends with benefits situation that I kind of low-key hoped would be more, but the guy wasn't available. And then he was suddenly emotionally available for his ex, and it fucking sucks, and it hurts so bad. Honestly, even though, like, it was not even for that long, so I can't imagine having been in a relationship to some extent for a year and then having that happen. It hurts. But me personally, I just wouldn't call the girl a whore because he or she is who he apparently wanted to spend time with more. As far as I know, this girl has done literally nothing to you. So just that it was an offhanded comment, and she was under some whore. Sorry. And it was, why was that necessary? Hi, I'm dropping in to say, after having edited this video, that I don't really mention this, but I forget the ending of this story as Brooke told it on the Patreon, so I forget, like, exactly if this girl ended up being her ex's girlfriend or if he's just continued to sleep around with other people. So it could have just been some whore, as in like some random girl that she doesn't know, and it could be like not the girl in the situation. But also, I keep clenching my fist. I do this when I get excited about like making a point or something. But also, my point still stands either way, because, well, one, if he's under some whore now, like I'm assuming he's still not in a committed relationship, so they're not being the other woman, you know, knowingly or anything like that. And if they were with him when y'all were together, I imagine they were under the understanding that he wasn't in a committed relationship. And you literally take responsibility saying that you put yourself in something that you didn't actually want until you eventually took yourself out of it. So it's like, where is this animosity towards these other women coming from? To me, it's like, it might seem like I'm harping on this one comment, but to me it was like a mass-lit moment, because it's just like not girl behavior, in my opinion. Yeah. I feel like it just speaks to my privilege to be able to overlook all the other shit that they've done. Like, I don't even know how I have. And like the things that Tana has said about like other people that have accused people she knows of sexual assault, and we're gonna get into it, but so there's that, and that is disappointing. And I also, again, could have possibly gotten the lore wrong, and this could be somebody else, but they refer to him as Mr. Big, and I just really remember that nickname being used in the Patreon video that I saw. You keep talking about how you're learning and growing, and y'all are talking about wanting Cancel to be a more positive space, and they had this segment, which I actually kind of liked, of just like talking about things that they enjoyed recently, but then you're just gonna slip out like subconsciously blaming this girl for happening to be preferred by this dude that you were unfortunate enough to want to be with, because he sounds like a not good person, honestly. In my opinion, I know literally nothing about these people, but just from an outside perspective, he just seems super disrespectful, and like he was using the non-monogamy thing as just like a cover to not give you the respect that you deserved, which is on him. I feel like they're just mentally in high school. I don't know. And I just don't vibe with it anymore. And I don't even know if I'm going to continue watching or not, because there is like this curiosity sometimes about like what they're going to talk about, and it is kind of like brain candy, but it also just like makes me angry. It's not good for my brain, I don't think. So, all right, well, I have to get ready for work. I just want to be honest about that I am one of those people, when the people in the comments are like, why do people keep watching their videos or even supporting them? And it's like, I don't give them money or anything. Like, I'm not subscribed to their Patreon anymore. I wouldn't see them on tour or anything like that, but I'm still giving the view. And I am kind of frustrated with who I'm still willing to give my like attention and time to. Yeah, so more on that to come. Life has been okay, working a lot. Might do community college in the fall. Don't know what I'm going to study. Well, it is the fall now, basically. It starts in like a week. I need to still figure that situation out. Thank you for watching this video. Basically, this was just kind of like the Brooke situation. I ended up talking about basically my feelings about her, and then Tana is to come, and then that might be like last I talk about them for a minute, because I might need to just stop consuming their content altogether, but I don't know how that's gonna work out, so I just wanted to let you know. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a lovely day. I'll see you next time. Bye. That was a weird kiss. It was like